This is Surah Takwer, which means the overthrowing. Surah Takwer is the 81st chapter of the Quran with 29 verses. It tells about signs of the coming day of judgment, including signs of the end of resurrection. Those who study this surah will be saved by Allah from being exposed to shame when the book of deeds will be laid open. It has been narrated by the Prophet that one who wishes to see him on the day of Qiyamah should recite this surah. And the first line, which is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Idha shamsi kuwirat, it means the sun is wrapped up in darkness, which basically means that when it's the end of the world, the sun's like going to stop shining and it's going to become dark. وَإِذَا النُّجُومُ انْقَدَرَتْ, and when the stars fall dispersing, that this means that the stars are gonna fall out the sky. وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ, and when the mountains are removed, this means that I think the mountains are going to be destroyed in a way. وَإِذَا الْإِشَارُ أُطِّلَتْ, and when full-term she camels are neglected. I'm not sure what that one means. وَإِذَا الْوُحُوشُ حُشِرَتْ, and when the wild beasts are gathered, saying that all the animals around the world are going to come together. وَإِذَا النُّفُوسُ زُوِّجَتْ, and when the souls are paired, so all the dead people, their souls are going to come and they're all going to be paired together. I think it's when good deeds, the people who are going to Jannah and the people going to Jahannam. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ, and when the girl who was buried alive is asked, بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ, for what sin was she killed? I think this is saying that this girl is going to ask what she did to be killed because she's been buried alive. وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ, and then the pages are made public. وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ, and when the sky is stripped away. It's saying that Allah is going to remove the sky. وَإِذَا الْجَحِيمُ سُئِرَتْ, and when hellfire is set ablaze, saying that this, I think I was saying that Allah is going to open the gates of hell. وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ, and when paradise is brought near, and that He's going to open the gates of paradise. عَلِمَتْ نَفْسٌ مَا أَحْضَرَتْ, a soul will then know what it has brought with it. So Allah is trying to say that whatever, if you are a good soul, you will go to paradise, and if you are a bad soul, you will go to hell. And that's the end of my presentation.
Barakallahu feek wa jazakallahu khairan. I will not add anything on top of that, mashallah, because you covered everything. Unless if anybody has any question, would like to ask about the surah, if anybody didn't understand any of the verses. And Fahad, inshallah, you're gonna share this file with us, that our colleagues also, they're gonna read the material which you provided. And also, inshallah, the coming exams we're gonna have on the same one which you collected for the tafsir. All right,
Okay.
this is a beautiful surah because Allah Azza wa Jal, it is Surah Takwer. Whoever doesn't know it, it is Surah Takwer, 80, number 81, Surah Takwer. This is the surah which Allah Azza wa Jal, He said, if you want to know how is the judgment day or the last days, how is going to happen. So this is one of the surah that you need to read about it. Just hold on, please. So this is one of the surahs which Allah Azza wa Jal, He asked us, if you want to see or to know what it will happen in the last days, in the judgment day, or when the judgment day it is coming. So this is one of the surahs where Allah Azza wa Jal, He described for us how is the world it is going to change to understand this is the judgment day, or the judgment day it is coming. But there is one thing I want to tell you. Allah Azza wa Jal, there is another verses in the Quran. He said, unless the believers, the, okay, I'm sorry. So Allah Azza wa Jal, He said the believers, they will not see this kind of shock. For example, now our brother, when he explained for us in Surah At-Takweer how the sun it is going to change. Imagine the sun, you wake up and you don't see the sun. The sun changed. And it's like when you take a material and you cover it, the sun is becoming like a ball, cover ball, and it is lightens. So there's no light in the sun. It's a huge thing. Imagine you don't see, it is dark completely. The light which we see it now naturally, it is from the sun. So if this sun, the light it goes, this is what Allah is saying, إِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ, this sun, it doesn't have the light. It loses the light. وَإِذَا النُّجُومُ انْكَدَرَتْ, because not only the sun, it has the light, also the stars at night, it shows us the way, it has the light, the sun, the stars. And also we have the moon. وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ, وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ, if the mountain, imagine this mountain which you see it standing, it vanished. This mountain, it vanished, nothing. It becomes like a foam. It comes like something soft. وَإِذَا الْعِشَارُ عُطِّلَتْ, al-ishar, usually the Arabs, Allah Azza wa Jal, He was giving example about the Arabs. Arabs, usually they have camels. And the camel, actually the animals, the pregnancy, 1 month till 10 months. This is how the pregnancy for the animals, and especially the camel, they take 10 months. So in the 10th month, this camel delivers a baby. So for the Arabs, actually, the camel, when it is pregnant, they take care of her like as if she's a princess. Very, very, very important. They take care of the camel. That's why you will find in a lot of areas in the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal, He's describing about the camel. So they say in that day, when the judgment day is coming, even the animals, they will deliver whatever inside their stomach from the shock of the judgment day. وَإِذَا الْوُحُوشُ حُشِرَتْ. الْوُحُوشُ حُشِرَتْ, the beast, everything, all of them, they will come together. وَإِذَا الْبِحَارُ سُجِّرَتْ. There is a lady, she asked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or she has been asked, where is the Jahannam? Jahannam, hellfire. She said, the hellfire, it is in the sea. Actually, in the judgment day, when it is happening, the whole sea which you see it is going to have a flame. It will have Jahannam. Jahannam will come from the seas. فإذا, Allah Azza wa Jal, He explained that this al-bihar, these seas, sujjirat. وَإِذَا النُّفُوسُ زُوِّجَتْ. We need to be careful. If we're gonna choose the group which we're gonna be with, Allah Azza wa Jal will bring us with that group which we always be with. For example, if you are with the good people and they do good deeds, this is where Allah Azza wa Jal, He will bring you to be with that group. If you're not following such a kind of group, according to your deeds, Allah Azza wa Jal, He will bring you in the judgment day, you will be with the group which you fit with. If you're in the group which they take people's rights, Allah, He will put you in the group which they take people's rights. If you are from the people who praise, fear Allah Azza wa Jal, He will put you with the group, all of them, they will come together. And there is another surah called Az-Zumar. Az-Zumar means together, like groups. Everybody will come in groups. So that's why they say, if you love somebody, do you love them in the sake of Allah? Because the people which you take them as an example in your life, and they don't add any value between you and Allah, Allah will bring you with them. And some people, when they take the photos of famous people, they put it on the covers or on the wallpaper. Now, Islam doesn't ask you not to do anything from that, but don't praise the people which they don't add any value for you in the judgment day, because Allah is going to bring you with the group which you love them, which you follow them. Those are the people which Allah will bring you with. So you need to be careful in this verse. وَإِذَا النُّفُوسُ زُوِّجَتْ. This is ayah number 7. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ. This is a very dangerous statement now. Al-maw'uda means a child. The child which actually has been killed innocently with no reason. I will tell you a story about the Arabs. You know, most of the people nowadays, they say, oh, Muslims actually, they don't give a freedom to a lady. They don't give a freedom to the girl. They don't give a freedom. They will have a lot of talk about Islam, and they say, actually, Islam, it is suffocating the female. She's wearing hijab, she's covering herself, and a lot of things. Actually, Islam came to save the female. How? You ask me how the Islam came to save the female. Arabs and non-Arabs before, they used to kill the female if she was born. It was shame for them to have a baby girl. Like, for example, when people, they're waiting outside, they know that the lady, she's going to deliver a baby. Everybody's waiting outside to hear the news, and everyone wants a boy. And suddenly that female, subhanallah, Allah permits that she's going to have a girl. That woman, she knows if she had a girl, this girl, she's going to die at the same time. Do you know what they do to this baby? They take this baby and they put the baby under the sand and still this baby is alive. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal, He said in this verse, وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ, if this child has been asked in the judgment day, بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ, for what reason she has been killed. Why she has been killed? No reason. Just because they were shamed, they had a baby girl. So Islam came to scratch all this kind of action. This is dhulm. In Arabic, we call it dhulm. This is unfair. Yes, Abu Bakr. Okay, so this is unfair when people, they kill the baby girl. So this is what they do, and in the Quran, it is written. Why she has burned? Imagine the baby girl, she's crying, and they put the sand on top of her. They are trying to kill her. How cruel they were. This is how they were. Islam came to remove all this kind of thing. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ, in the judgment day, everybody will be given their books. What did you do from these? وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ, now imagine the sky is removed, wiped out. Like when you take a paper, A4 paper, and then you take this A4 and then you will start making it half, and then you're removing till it comes a small piece. Imagine if this sky, it is not there, khalas. There is no moon, there is no sky, there is no stars. How does it work? All right, I will go and pray. So just pause, I'm finishing. وَإِذَا الْجَحِيمُ سُعِّرَتْ, so then the time which Allah Azza wa Jal allows the Jahannam that to receive the people. Now, actually, if you will ask in Ramadan, the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal in Ramadan, the Jahannam, this Jahannam, there is no fire now in Ramadan. But after Ramadan, in another days, subhanallah, Allah Azza wa Jal, He opened the doors of the Jahannam, the hellfire. And the hellfire, it is still there. Since we have been created, the hellfire, it is there. Till now, the hellfire, till the judgment day, the hellfire, it is there, it's waiting for us. وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ, if, as Fahad, he said, when the paradise, it is near to us, it is brought to the good people, near to them, like, come in. Even the angels, they're gonna invite the people, the believers, they say, Salamun alaykum udkhuluha khalidin, come, salam alaykum, they will greet us to enter to the Jannah. علمت نفس ما أحضرت. So everybody knows what they did in their life when Allah Azza wa Jal will bring all the books, everything, all the evidence in that day. And this is for now, inshallah. We'll pause for the prayer, inshallah. We take 5 minutes to 6 minutes, inshallah, and we come back. Barakallahu feekum.